Tanya, it is a pretty unusual thing to happen here in Palm Beach County, but one thing is for sure, people aren't too happy to be forced off the beach. It's exciting when your neighborhood convenience store sells a winning lottery ticket, but tonight for people around here, they're now turning their heads and asking, well, who is it? I also want to let you know tonight, local businesses doing its part, donating these clear plastic bags for the first 500 fans. We've watched today as people stop to take photos with this sign. One person even leaving a heart-shaped balloon just a little bit ago. Others placing flowers at the front entrance of this park. But for 21-year-old Jonathan Lockhart Jr., he's coping with something else. And this just since we came on the air, the supervisor of elections came over to tell us there's now a good chance that they will have those recounts in for one race by Thursday, and that's the U.S. Senate race between Bill Nelson and Rick Scott. Live night in Riviera Beach, Jillian Idle, WPTV, News Channel 5. They are trying to cut costs anywhere they can. Now, I want to go ahead and show you these lights here in the City Hall parking lot. These ones right here are LED, and they say they're also making the switch for about 1,000 other street lights throughout the city. Now is the time, if you have standing water in your yard, to go ahead and get rid of that, whether that's in a bucket or even something as small as a bottle cap. Also, it doesn't hurt, they say, to bust out the bug spray. Reporting live, Jillian Idle, WPTV News Channel 5. Michael Kelly, you definitely want to plan extra time to park, but get through security. Now, there are visible changes from the moment you step foot on campus. But talking to fans, they say if this is the new normal, that they're okay with it. The security, similar to an NFL game.
And whatever it takes to be safe, especially when it comes to these kids, that's what we have to do.
Parents and kids at Forest Hill High School wait in line to get pat-downs, wanted, and their bags searched before enjoying a varsity high school football game.
We come and enjoy the game, and we coming in a situation of, thinking about what happened last week.
That situation last week being a shooting outside another Palm Beach County high school stadium where two men shot near the ticket box office. Fortunately, no students or staff were hurt, but it made for a very scary night.
Well, yeah, that part is sad. You know, there should have been security measures going on a long time ago, some type of security. But unfortunately, it took the incident that happened to happen in order for them to put this into place.
The school district says it had plans to review security at sporting events, but just hadn't gotten to it yet. However, within 72 hours of last Friday's shooting, new measures were in place for this week, including more police officers at each game and thorough searches before entering.
They changed the game to a different time, give us more daylight time, and I think they're doing enough. They're doing a great job.
Parents say when it comes to their kids, they will do anything they can to keep them safe, even if that means packing some extra patience along with their team spirit.
It felt a lot safer. It felt like it was a family affair. And with the extra security around, everything seemed just normal.
Now, the district tells me moving forward, they are hoping to permanently change all start times for football games to 6 o'clock. Live in West Palm Beach, Jillian Idle, WPTV News Channel 5.
They say he targeted gamers, but deputies still don't know why. News Channel 5's Jillian Idle is live now at City Hall in Jacksonville, where activists are taking a stand against gun violence. Jillian?
Kelly, right now we're about 5 blocks away from the Jacksonville landing. That's where yesterday's shooting took place. But right now you can see behind me people starting to gather outside of City Hall. Now they're trying to raise awareness about gun violence, and they tell me enough is enough. Their sign says, "Welcome to the Gunshine State."
Florida especially has seen so much gun violence, not even just in mass shootings, but in smaller altercations.
These young ladies from Tampa wasting no time after learning of the shooting at the Jacksonville landing Sunday afternoon.
My first initial thought was, are you guys okay? What's going on? It's really not that far from home. So I hopped in the car this morning and I was like, they need time to heal.
They join other organizations across the state now gathering in downtown Jacksonville just outside the steps of City Hall to demand action.
We're losing too many kids. We need to do something different. What we've been doing so far is not working.
Last year, Beverly McLean lost her son to gun violence.
Come on, something got to change.
And together, they believe if they are loud enough and persistent enough, something soon has got to give.
This is what we have become. It's our culture. A lot of people have become very desensitized to it, and that's a culture shift that we need to work on changing.
Tonight we are learning that this same group plans to meet back here again Wednesday night. That's when they plan to march down to the Jacksonville landing and hold a prayer vigil. Reporting live tonight in Jacksonville, Jillian Idle, WPTV News Channel 5.
Florida ranks third in the country when it comes to the number of organ donors, but the need for kidney donations continues to soar.
Palm Beach Gardens family is doing everything they can to find the perfect match for their 20-year-old son. News Channel 5's Jillian Idle with their story you'll see only on 5.
Every chance he gets, Bobby Seelman loves to golf.
I'm going to be playing in the Special Olympics County Games.
He practices about 2 to 3 hours a day, but when he's not on the golf course, he's hooked up to this machine, fighting for his life.
We get started at like 6 o'clock and it goes all the way to say 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
He does dialysis 12 to 13 hours a day.
That he would need to start dialysis, that he would need to get put on the transplant list. It was probably 3 months before I could say either of those words without crying.
Now, a little more than 2 years later, the wait continues.
They're like, wow, usually wow, and they say that they pray for me.
Bobby is an O-positive blood type, which means he can only receive a kidney from another O-positive person. It's not unusual to wait years for a match, but if you find a living donor...
And there are walking angels out there, I call them, walking angels, they want to donate a kidney.
Despite years of waiting, the Seelmans refuse to give up hope.
Most 20-year-olds would be upset to be attached to a machine 6 nights a week and not being out with their friends, not going to college, but he's been an all-star.
The only problem is, unlike a national list for receiving a deceased organ donation, right now there isn't a national list for receiving a living organ donation. However, if you are interested in donating, you can show up to one of those donation centers and offer to do so for a complete stranger. Jillian Idle, WPTV News Channel 5.